So here are my 6 top tips for learning how to code as somebody who went from no CS degree and no experience to a full-time engineering job in just a few months. Number 1, learn through projects that interest you or can benefit you. You'll be tempted to just follow walkthroughs of things on YouTube and stuff like that, but it's really important that you build things and things that you actually care about. The first application I ever built was for content creators. It was like a content management system. And don't get me wrong, it definitely is not blowing anything out of the water and is really basic. But I was able to learn with reference to something I actually cared about, which meant I put more time and effort and energy in. And that's how I quickly learned Java and JavaScript. Number 2 is don't obsess over the programming language that you're going to start with unless you have a really clear goal in mind, right? It doesn't really matter what you start with, although I would kind of advise Python just because of ease and utility. But like whatever you start with, once you have the foundational knowledge and understand the concepts, key structures and things like this, it becomes a bit easier to move around. Number 3 is find resources that best suit your learning style. For some people, this is going to be things like books and videos they can just find randomly on YouTube. Other people like myself need more structure, so you may go to things like Code Academy where the kind of pathway is built out for you. Number 4 is to set long-term and short-term goals and track these goals with things like Excel or whatever tracking system that you want to use. It's really good to start visualizing your progress. Like say you're going to do an hour of coding a day and you start to see that you kind of don't want to break like the pattern once you've established like 10 days in a row, and it can really be a motivation to keep going. Kind of leading on from that, also try things like challenges like the 30-day code challenge, again, to get you in the swing of things. So number 5 is to take organized notes when you're learning. I did this on my iPad, but the really key thing was color coordinating things. So I understood when I was writing theory and concepts versus when I was actually writing like code or syntax. And number 6 is to join a community if you can, so you can share updates, ask questions, and kind of get inspiration from each other. It's really handy. I tried a few of these when I was learning as well. I think I joined one on Facebook. I can't remember what it's called, but there are some. If you just type them into either like Facebook or into, what else do people have? Maybe Discord and things like that, you'll probably be able to find it.